What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Game Freak Daniel, aka and today I just want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. So, got my new case here. Love it. Always have your systems protected. So, if you guys don't know, I got this cheap. This is like an off-brand for like 15 bucks on eBay. Nice case for the Nintendo Switch.
This is not a sponsor, by the way.
I just wanted to show it off how amazing that looks for an off-brand, and you can have so many cartridge of games in here. Zipper up here for extra stuff such as the mouse sliders or the grips, whatever they call those. I can't think of it. And it even has Velcro to keep the Switch 2 in place. Also got a screen protector as well on there. $7 for a 2-pack. So I got my screen protector as well. Anyway, I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. It has literally been my favorite console to play so far. I've been playing my Nintendo Switch non-stop. And I just wanted to share some of the hidden features I've discovered about the Switch 2 that I don't think a lot of people talked about, and just some of the cool things that it can do. So, obviously, if you guys haven't checked out my unboxing video and my first reaction, link in the description. I will leave that in the video so you guys can check out my reaction of buying day one Nintendo Switch 2. So, what I wanted to talk about is some of the stuff I discovered. I've been playing the crap out of the World Tour. Again, it sucks with the prices for the games for these, and it sucks that you had to pay $10 for a tech demo. But I've been really learning a lot about this Nintendo Switch 2, as it really goes into detail of what type of technology they put in the Nintendo Switch 2. But number one, what I want to talk about is I discovered is I don't have the camera. I don't like the fact how much they charge for their accessories. Yes, I want to get the Nintendo Switch 2 camera and the accessories, the Pro controllers, stuff like that. But what I discovered is if you have just a regular USB camera right here, plug it in to your Switch 2 dock, okay? You plug it right in and it will recognize the camera right onto the Switch 2. So I will show you guys that real quick. And it recognized Switch 2. That is thankfully from the CEC, making it recognize what it is and turns the TV for me and everything. Yes, I've been really learning about the Switch 2. It's called CEC. That's what helps when you turn off, it turns off the TV. If you turn on the Switch 2, makes a sound, turns back on the TV. So you can turn, and they both interact with each other that way, which is really cool. So that's kind of like a feature. If you want to use the camera, all you do is go to your settings, and if you want to make sure it works, go to your settings and just go to accessories and test USB camera, and that is how you can test. Now, it ain't gonna be the greatest quality like the Nintendo Switch 2 official camera, but if you have an extra camera laying around, you want to save some $50, you can use it, and it works on game chat and games and stuff that uses the camera. So it's really cool how you can use a USB camera on the Switch 2. Any controller, third-party controllers, okay, or just any other controllers you have, you can use other controllers on the Switch 2. As you can see, boom, I am in. Look at that. I am controlling the Switch 2 with a Switch 1 third-party controller. And it's backwards compatible with the Switch 1 Joy-Cons as well. That is crazy. You have a USB controller. You can use it. plug it into the USB, and it will recognize it. You can't use like Joy-Cons because these magnetically attach to the system. So these are a little bit different connections, so you can't attach Nintendo 1 Joy-Cons to the Nintendo 2 because it just don't work like that. But if you want to use a wire controller,
check.
Wireless third-party controller,
check.
Pro controller for the first Nintendo Switch, check. Use it as well. Even if you want to use the first Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, you can use those as well. I don't know why you would, but you can. I guess say if you have extra friends coming over and, you know, you have your old Switch Joy-Cons, then, you know, I can see the appeal of why you would want to use this. But you can connect this to the Switch 2. Anytime you want to connect any controller, you just go right to controllers and change grips. And that is how you're going to pair them. Hold that down. Boom. We are connected. Look at that. Go ahead and hit. And as you can see, Joy-Con 1 on the Switch 2. Said, I don't know why you would want to do that. I guess if you have your old Switch again and you need extra controllers for your friends, then yeah, you can use it. And just to show you, I am playing a Switch 2 game on the first Joy-Con 1 controller. Crazy. Now, some games may not let you use these, it just depends. Speaking of Joy-Cons, these were my old Joy-Cons for the Switch 1 that I had, which terribly suck. They have drift and, you know, they don't last long over time. A lot more cheaper now. I gave my old Switch to my wife, and this is her case, and literally she paid 20 bucks for these Joy-Cons. They're off-brand, but look how sick these look. Look at that. That is sick. They actually light up, so I wanted to show you guys that real quick. That is pretty cool. So you can get Joy-Cons pretty cheap now for the Switch 1. Alright guys, so back to the camera. Alright, so I gotta try to figure out how to... That's crazy. When I close my eyes, like... Or my eyebrows, look at that. Oh, that's kind of a hard one to do. Even when I turn my head, look, that is crazy how it tracks that.
I'm gonna look angry. I'm coming at you. Come with me if you want to live.
So we're gonna try this one. I'm trying. Why? My one eye was open. Oh man. Okay, it wasn't too terrible. So all together I got not bad. Another feature I discovered, if you see right here where you can show your battery percentage, turn that off, right? Alright, now I can't tell what my battery percentage is. If you hold your two back buttons, boom, you can actually check what your percentage is real quick just to see. So, hit the back, pops it right up. How crazy is that? I think this was a feature on the first Nintendo Switch, but you can use any Bluetooth headset while you're gaming, whether it's handheld or plugged into the dock. You can use any Bluetooth connection and you don't have to worry about wires. So like I'll be chilling in bed playing on my Switch on the TV with my headphones on, I'm connected, I don't have to worry about wires. Really cool. So, not really sure if that's a hidden feature, but what I'm saying is you don't have to use licensed Nintendo Bluetooth headphones or whatever. You can use any headphones. The speech on if you want. So that's in the accessibility. So that's nice. You can change the pitch, the speed. Here's another feature I don't think a lot of people notice, but you can actually update your controllers. When you first get your Switch 2, it don't make you update your controllers, so you have to actually manually go into your settings and update the controllers. And I guess it just makes it perform better. So make sure you update your controllers. So that's kind of a hidden feature that they don't really tell you. You can actually change the button mapping onto the Switch 2. So any of these controllers, you can literally change how they work. You can change every button. So that's pretty cool. And you can save presets, load. Really nice. I'm just showing you guys the little details I found. So obviously this was on the Switch 1. But every button you hit when you unlock your Switch 2 makes a different sound. So just different sound. So that don't do nothing. Speaking of sound, did you know that the Joy-Con 2 actually have their own sound? The vibrations, which the HD Rumble 2 can actually produce its own sound where you can hear it. And it's pretty cool. We also have NFC for amiibos and stuff. So that is a touch sensor. When you put that right there, put the amiibo, it puts it right in. But you could do that on the Switch 1. But I just think it's cool that they still included it in the Switch 2. Another hidden feature is when you buy physical games, it will say game key card. And pretty much what that is even though you buy the physical copy, it will still make you download the game when you insert the cartridge. So pretty much it's just giving you the license of the game and not like the physical. And you can see right here because it has the little, it looks like a little key in the corner right there. So that's how you know it's a game key card. So it just gives you the license to play the game. You would still need the cartridge inserted to the Switch, but it's just something I wanted to point out. Another fun fact, the reason why Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 cartridge taste bad is because Nintendo puts these bad taste on it to keep children from swallowing the cartridges. So when they taste it, it would make them spit it out. So that was something that I learned is a fun fact of if you taste your cartridge and it tastes bad, it's because some of the chemicals they put on there makes it taste bad. It keeps children from swallowing it. Switch 2 can play GameCube as well. If you hold the left analog to the right, you get this special boot up screen. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are just some features that I found on the Switch 2 that I thought was pretty cool and I wanted to share. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that comment. And if I find any more features while I'm playing on my Switch 2, I'll try to make another video of this. Until next time, I'm out this thing. Peace!